Hey guys, Brady here, and I just saw Rampage. Rampage stars Dwayne Johnson, and that's pretty much it. I don't know the other actors in this movie. I don't know the other actors in his other movies as well, besides Dave Campbell for Skyscraper. But Rampage stars Dwayne Johnson. He's like this zookeeper, and he like trains this albino gorilla named George, and one day like this thing falls from like space. It's like this radioactive thing, and now uh, there's these big creatures that used to be regular animals but are now just like big, and are now destroying cities and eating cars and all other fun shit. And yeah, and this is based off a video game from like, I don't know how long, but yeah. And did I enjoy Rampage? Yes and no. There was a few things that I didn't like about the movie, but other than those few things, this movie is pretty fucking cool. Um, I mean, I wish the movie didn't like rely on like wide shots of like the animals chomping down on cars and buildings. I would have loved to have seen it up close, but whatever. That's just me. Um, and then there's these characters. There's like these like scientist characters that they keep cutting back to. They're like brother and sister scientist characters, and I thought they were kind of annoying. Especially the sister, her name is Claire or something like that. Claire got on my nerves, but yeah, I don't know. She just seemed over the top at times, along with the brother. Um, but other than those two things, I thought the movie was really really exciting. So yeah, Dwayne Johnson. He's his character doesn't really like hanging around people. He finds animals more um, a lot better than people. Is he rescued George, who is a rare albino gorilla, by the way, from like these animal poachers in like Africa or some foreign country. I forgot where. And yeah, he just thinks that the human race is selfish and all that fun shit. And so yeah, he just likes to interact with animals, which is why he's a zookeeper or some shit like that. And yeah, I was really anticipating this movie. I enjoy these dumb monster movies like Kong last year. Kong was pretty good. I think Kong was a little bit better than this movie. But I saw that the director was Brad Payne, and he did San Andreas, and I thought San Andreas was pretty cool. I loved San Andreas. This movie was good, but I don't think it was as great as San Andreas was. Although I don't think a lot of people liked San Andreas. I thought San Andreas was pretty good for a disaster movie. I don't know. I just have a soft spot for disaster movies, and San Andreas was fucking awesome. But Rampage, um, I'd say it's a lot better than Tomb Raider in my opinion. I know a lot of people enjoyed Tomb Raider, but I thought Tomb Raider was okay. But that's just me. But Rampage, pretty fun monster movie. Especially the last act. I mean, the last act of this movie is what you came to see. The monsters just like beating the shit out of buildings. It's literally like the last half hour or so of the movie. I mean, I feel like this movie. The reason why this movie is a lot better than it should have been is because of The Rock. The Rock is charismatic as well. I feel like if the movie didn't have The Rock in it, the movie wouldn't have been as great as it was, or as good. I shouldn't say great, as great as it was. I was thinking to myself, I'm not really enjoying this movie, but Rock is in it, and I'm enjoying this movie just for The Rock himself. If they didn't have The Rock in this movie, I think this movie would have been not as good. Maybe if they had, I don't know. There's something about The Rock. He has that charm, and I feel like if he wasn't in this movie would lose its charm. And there's just so many great lines from The Rock in this movie. And there was this government guy. I think his name's like Jeffrey Dean Morgan or something like that. Apparently he's from some TV show. I don't watch TV, but or somewhere, I don't know. But he was really good in this movie. He had a few funny moments along with The Rock. One really funny moment at towards the end. But yeah, um, so if you want to see just a good 2 hour, or almost 2 hours of monsters beating the shit out of buildings, you're not gonna get that from this movie. Sadly, like I said, sadly, like the last half hour or so. But it still is fun to watch. The Rock brings a lot to the role. Um, he makes the movie, in my opinion. Like I said, I feel like if anyone else was in the role, the movie wouldn't have been as fun. But since The Rock in it, The Rock made it so much fun to watch. He kept me interested in his character. Um, just all of his one-liners and shit. I feel like The Rock is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone of the action of the 2010s. Or is it me? Is it me? Or does he star in a lot of jungle movies? The Rundown, Jumanji 2, this, Journey 2. He likes running through the jungle a lot. It seems like. Um, what's next? Is he gonna be like Tarzan or something? Um, I want to give. I was contemplating on what I should give Rampage. I was gonna go like 2.5 or 3 because I wasn't really enjoying myself as much as I thought I could. But then this something happens at the end that I loved, and hopefully if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, okay, just for that, this movie will get 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was a really funny scene at the end, like really fun. I mean, the theater cracked up at this scene. It was great. You get to see George, the gorilla, the albino gorilla, do things you did not see Caesar do in Planet of the Apes or Kong do in any of the King Kong movies. But the director was like, "Hey, I'm going to have George do this. We haven't seen this. We haven't seen a monkey do this in any other movies that, to my knowledge, at least." So yeah, it was funny. It was really fucking funny. The ending. Yeah.